posed a riddle to her family. He said to them, out of the eater comes something to eat, and out of the strong came something sweet. And for 4 days they tried, her family did, to answer this riddle. And when they could not come up with the answer, the Bible says that her cousin and them, Ray Ray and Pookie, said, you know what, you our cousin first. Now I know you married him, but that ain't blood. Get the answer from your husband. And so guess what she does? She goes to her husband, who she's supposed to be loyal to, who she's supposed to love. But guess what? He's married the wrong kind of woman. So she sides with Pookie and Ray Ray. She sides with John Boy and with her partners from around the way. And she asks her husband, and he gives her his secret, even though he doesn't know her. And what he soon finds out is that you can't trust lust. Just because she's cute don't mean you can trust her. Just because she's pretty don't mean she ain't dead. Y'all quiet in here. Just because she's wearing that dress don't mean she won't rip you off. Y'all not even know here with this preacher. You can't trust your lust. He looks in the eyes of this unidentified, unknown woman. He looks into the face of this girl that's batting her eyelashes. He looks into the face of this woman who he wants to marry just because she looks right, because she looks good. And he tells her the secret, and before long he realizes you can't trust people just because they're pretty. When you're married for the wrong reasons, and you're married outside of your faith, you will find out that the value systems of people in the world are not the same value systems of those in the church. If you marry a woman and she's from around the way and she wasn't brought up in church, you don't, just because you marry her and put her in a pretty dress don't mean you're going to get what she was out of her. Y'all not talking to me. If you brought up a girl and she was nasty and she wasn't used to taking baths, now you didn't marry her and you want to tell her how your mama used to take baths, and she don't like to take baths. She just like to be a little round chick. Y'all quiet in here. What do you expect? You didn't marry somebody from your neighborhood. You chose to marry her because she looked good when you saw her in the club. Y'all quiet in here. You married her because of what she looked like. You didn't marry her for who she was. And the thing is, when you marry somebody that doesn't have your same values, when you marry somebody that doesn't have your same upbringing, when you marry somebody that doesn't have the same system and way of thinking that you have, when you marry somebody that stopped by the church but really wasn't in church, and you was raised in the church and they came every now and then, guess what? You cannot expect that type of woman to change just because you married her. There ain't enough cussing, ain't enough fussing, ain't enough whooping and the hollering and the threatening to change her, because that's who she is. That's why it's important. Let me say this to all single people. You better make sure you marry somebody that's in church. You better make sure you marry somebody that believes like you believe, because you come in my office and you trying to sit down with a saggy pants individual who never grew up in church. Y'all not talking to me. And now I'm trying to tell him about the Bible, and he ain't never heard the Bible and didn't believe the Bible. You think he gonna start believing because he married you? Just because y'all get married don't mean he gonna start believing like you believe. And men, just because you marry her and impregnate her don't mean she's gonna grow up and be the kind of mama you had. Let me hurry up and get through this. Samson marries a girl from the hood, a girl from the streets. And his justification is she fine. Why you want to marry her? She fine. Does she love Jesus? I don't know. She fine. Did you ask her about what y'all believe? No, she was just fine. Look at her. She's fine. And let me tell you something. She might look fine, but that don't mean she is fine. You marry her and find out she's cuckoo. You marry her and find out she needs Ritalin and Zoloft and Xanax. And one day she just forget to take her pill after y'all get married. And she talking about, she see pink rabbits and purple giraffes. But see, you would have found that out had you went to one of our family reunions. You would have saw everybody in there on something. Everybody. All you got to do is go to one. See, he marries her because she's fine, and guess what? She marries him because he's somebody. Why she want to marry Samson and she don't know who he is? Because Samson is the fighter. He's the champion. She's in love with the public persona of who Samson is. But the truth of how different they are does not come out until they're on their way down the aisle. Soon he finds out that his picker is off. Man, what do you use to pick the woman you're going to marry? What do you, come on. Most of the men in this church are married. What did you pick with? Don't get mad at her. You picked her. I don't think any of the women in here got down on one knees and proposed to any man in this church. All right. You picked her, but what did you pick her with? All right, I said that. Don't you start rebuking her. You picked her. Yeah, right. Y'all go out of here. I ain't scared of nobody. Don't start talking trash now. You picked her. She was doing something right when you picked her. What was she doing to make you pick her?